Hello, my name is Simmer Sky and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Today we are going to be building the single Sims starter home. Now that the base game is free as of October 19th, it is free to new players. I figured I would build a home that's a starter home for single Sims. I figured it's going to be useful and necessary for a lot of new players, so I decided I would help and contribute to all of the starter homes that are available in the gallery. Also in this build, I did a lot of searching through debug. I usually don't do this. This is the first time I've really jumped in and done a deep dive. In the last couple of builds I have done some debug work. I've really been trying to explore what's available there and find all of the really cool items. A lot of the landscaping in this build, along with the next few that I release, will have a lot of debug landscaping. I've decided I really want to immerse myself in all of the available items from our gallery and from our catalog. So I've really been doing a lot of exploring, and I haven't used any of the mods to do it. So I'm really proud of myself for taking the time to go through it and really try to learn where everything is, and all that kind of good stuff. It's been fun, especially to see all of the cool little random pieces of furniture and items that we have in the game that I've seen some tool mod users use for like random pieces of furniture, or like they build it together, they put them together to create something new. One of the things that I found was like a wood plank that I've seen used a couple of times to build like shelving units or stuff like that, and it's so interesting to see the original items and remember what some of my favorite YouTubers have used them as in their builds. So the exterior is just about done, and we're going to move to the inside. I will say I moved this interior around a lot. There were a lot of weird things that I found while building. I needed more space. It wasn't quite looking the way I wanted to. The flow of the space didn't work super well. So I do a lot of like shifting, and eventually I completely changed the floor plan. We do end up with two kind of bedroom spaces off to the right there. So right, left, off to the left there. Hello. And we do end up with the kitchen in the front area, and I like how this layout works out, but instead of putting the bathroom there at the front like I originally planned on doing, I have it in the back at the end of that little like hallway space there. We are pretty much just going to place some placeholder items. We're going to put in like just a couple of random items for the living spaces. I really just wanted to make sure that I had enough room, and as I was doing this, I was kind of trying to decide what I wanted the color scheme to be. So I'm messing around with random things, saying, okay, do these colors look good together? Is this where I want this couch to be? I think the messing around with it in the end really helped, because I like the floor plan and the layout we end up with. I think it looks really good, and I'm really proud of it actually. I also really love trying out all of the new windows and things that I've got with new packs that I've bought recently. Some of the new ones I've gotten are the, oh my goodness, the cats and dogs stuff. Not the stuff pack, just cats and dogs. And I really like the items. I love the windows in it. I can't believe it took me this long to get. I was really just like the anxiety of losing pets was not something I wanted to deal with. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers lately, and they've been dealing with like pets running away, and my stress level with finishing law school and studying for the bar and all that kind of stuff was it was too much for me to worry about. I am the type of person who gets very attached to their Sims. I started playing The Sims in like 2006 maybe, I want to say, and my first pack was actually the Cats and Dogs pack for The Sims 2. And I played The Sims 2 religiously until probably about 2013 or 14. And then I was playing competitive volleyball, so I really didn't have time for hobbies in general, so I stopped playing. And then over COVID, when I was dealing with that and trying to not, go crazy and go stir crazy and all that kind of stuff, I decided, whatever, fuck it, we're gonna play Sims again. We're gonna see if we like it. I knew The Sims 4 was going to be similar to The Sims 2, but obviously it's more advanced, it's a further version, and I love it. I'm so glad I came back to The Sims. I can't believe I ever stopped. I love having this like reprieve from the real world, and also kind of being able to just like explore my creativity. I wasn't a super big builder in The Sims 2, so when I switched to The Sims 4, I really wanted to see what I could do, see what I could come up with, see if building was something I liked. And literally the first thing I built just for myself, I was like, This is amazing. This is so much fun. I love this. And I feel like there were so many different items than what I expected. And the more packs I get, the more I'm just obsessed with this game. I love it. I love it. And I feel like I'm actually much better at The Sims 4 than I was at The Sims 2. Probably because I'm older and I, have appreciation for creativity and storytelling now, even just for myself. I love it. I love The Sims. If you're new to The Sims, welcome. If you're new to, just me and watching my YouTube channel, welcome to my YouTube channel. We'll get back to the build now. We'll stop talking about me and my life and let's talk about this build. When I originally started doing this build, I was thinking I would do a pack limited build, but that quickly went out the door when I decided I wanted to use a couple of items from Dream Home Decorator, and then I decided to use the doors or the windows from Cats and Dogs, so I was like, whatever, never mind. We're just gonna do whatever we want, even though the goal was to have a build for like new Sims, but it's a starter home and everyone needs a starter home. So I did do that. So we do have a lot of the Dream Home Decorator pack in here. We do have some of the new Desert Luxe kit in here, which I love. I think we have a little bit of Get Together in here as well. I'm not totally certain what's all from Get Together, but I do know that I've used the columns. It's not my fault though. Those columns are so pretty and so perfect. They're just like basic and we don't really have just a basic column in the game, in the base game at least. So I had to. I'm so sorry, but I did. So in this room though, where our colors are going to be blue and yellow, I think they look really cute together, especially with all the Dream Home Decorator colors. All the yellows and all the blues really go well together and they all match. And I really like how this space turned out. I feel like you probably don't need quite as much seating for a single sim, but we were on a budget and it fit the budget, so I did it. And I realized we could have had more decorations in here, but I think at the end of the day, I really like how it turns out. Looking back at this, I also really liked that navy wall. If it was not a home I was going to be putting on the gallery, like if my Sims were going to live here, I would probably leave the navy wall because I like darker walls. But, I figured the yellow's a little bit more subdued, little toned down, and I feel like that was probably a little bit more appealing, And to kind of round out the whole look and maybe put in a little bit different textures, I do get this light here from the base game. And I really like how that turns out. I really don't use that light very often. It's really useful, I think, and it's really my style, but oddly it's not the style I build with. I don't know what that's about. Like, why do I build in a different style than what I would like live in? I don't know. Anyway, so here we are. We're in the bathroom, just super simple, keeping with the blue and the yellow. I love that base game tile. I will say this time and time again. I love it. It's amazing. It's so versatile. It goes in almost every single one of my builds because it's just like, it's so pretty, and especially with the white and like the blue or the white and I think it's maybe black or dark brown. It's a great little swatch. And I always have this light in my bathrooms. I don't know why, but it makes me feel like it's a bathroom light. It's a bathroom light, and gotta cover that even though Sims don't care about privacy. So moving over to the kitchen again, we're just gonna change up some swatches. This blue is cute, but like it was too much. And it just kind of looked dated, whereas this gray looks a little bit more modern, I guess. And then after we do this, we are going to pop over to the bedroom, but first we will need to put down a computer so I know I can afford one later. And then we will, go back into the bedroom and do that. I am going to get my nice navy walls in here. I love the blue swatch on this Dream Home Decorator bed, and I was looking for a blue that looked good in here, like with the bed, but all of the blues were just like too similar to that bedding, so I got my navy blue. And of course we gotta have this rug. Oh, there you go, there's another pack we've got, or another kit. I love the industrial loft kit. Not just because of this rug, but largely because of this rug. But I get the feeling I'm not the only one who would say that. So we're almost done here with this room. It's pretty simple. We're on a budget, so not gonna do anything too crazy. I'm gonna go back around because we are running out of funds, so I'm gonna delete some stuff so that we can, furnish this office space. It's not super crazy furnished. It's not all that pretty, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work for you. We will not finish the whole thing right now though. We will come back to it and add afterwards. I was running low on money, didn't know if we'd be able to, finish decorating the whole room, so we're gonna do just kind of like the base, get something kind of cheap on the wall real quick, and then we'll come back and add a rug later when I know I can actually afford it. We are also just going to quickly pop outside and fix this little roof right here since I expanded the bathroom so that we had more space there, and you know that we're going to move over to the outside, do a little bit of landscaping out here. Because we are low on funds, of course I am going to do a lot of debug landscaping. Like I said earlier, I've really been trying to challenge myself to go through debug and try to find all the nice landscaping pieces, especially because it's like cheap, and if I'm doing starter homes, I really don't want to spend a lot of money on landscaping. I have a tendency to put in a lot of landscaping, and before I know it, I've spent a very large chunk of my budget just outside, and I haven't even touched the interior yet. So I am pretty proud of myself for, you know, diving through debug and being willing to learn new things, and I'm liking it so far, and I feel like I'm going to be using that a lot in future builds. So moving back to what we're doing here, we're going to just pop a little table out here after we finish doing all of our landscaping. I was looking for this bush for so long with the flowers on it because it's outside of this spot, and I was like specifically looking for it. I don't anticipate people would put this house on the same lot, but I was looking for it because I wanted to find it, and it took me forever, and I was just glad I finally found it again. So I stuck it out front, kind of pulled the whole thing together, and I do think I ended up going back to find it and put it back into the back as well. We are also going to comb through to see if there's any little like decoration pieces that I can find that'll look cute in here, and I really like this wheelbarrow. We have something similar in the oh my goodness, in the cottage living pack, and that may be cottage living debug. I don't know what everything, you know, came with and what packs and stuff, so but it may be. But I love that. I think it's super cute and it's cheap, so I threw it in there, and I feel like it kind of brings the space together. You know, we got the orange flowers, and it's a cute little like addition, and I really like it. I'm proud of it. I was not proud of that roof line though, and I was really not happy with it, so I decided to fix it and just go with this roof instead. I just really don't find A-frame roofing like that with the just blank wall very appealing, so I decided we would, you know, do something different. And again, I needed more money, so I went back and deleted the TV and sized up a smaller one so that we could just afford a cute little table in the back. And now we're just gonna get some trash in here, and we're gonna use it as a decoration piece, and we're gonna call it a day with this build. I really like it. I hope you like it. Again, the base game is free, so if you are new to The Sims, please go and check it out. Go start playing this game, join the community. We are very fun and welcoming, and this game is awesome. And there's supposedly a lot of new information coming. Speaking of which, did you watch the Behind the Sims Summit, or whatever it was called? Are you looking forward to Project Renee and all that good stuff? I think I'm looking forward to hearing what they come up with and seeing anything they're willing to share with us behind the scenes and all that good stuff. So thank you so much again for joining me. I am Simmer Sky. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos on Mondays and Thursdays. This Thursday we will have another episode of the 100 Baby Challenge coming out, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again for joining, and I am sending you all the positive vibes, all the good energy, and happy simming.